Hey everybody, I'm coming making this video message and I want to talk to you all about how you should not be insecure in helping someone to go to the next level. The reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of people, they will try to gatekeep information. They will try to gatekeep resources that they have. They will try to gatekeep people that they know who can directly give a simple yes or no, or they can make a phone call to someone that they know that can give you a yes or a no as far as a job you're trying to work, a place you're trying to travel to for business, or you even partnering with someone who is in business, and it can help to catapult you starting your business, or you can come together with that individual or those individuals and you all can collectively have a conversation about how you all can incorporate each other, the ideas and visions that you have for what it is you are trying to build. And it can be life changing. Believe it or not, people of God, there are people out here who will intentionally not give you or lead and direct you to these people who can help you to take you from being on, let's say, a level 2 to a level 8 or a level 10 and above. I want you all to know out here that when you see people in your circle who are elevating and they are evolving, and you see that them growing sometimes at a faster rate than you are, or they may even be doing certain things that you are not, but don't be insecure in helping them to continue to move forward if you know that you can. Because what it does is it makes you appear like you are jealous. It makes you appear, and it actually exposes a level of insecurity within you. And sometimes a lot of people, they are competitive. When you come across someone with a competitive spirit, they may feel like, okay, I want this person to win, just like I want myself to win. I'm betting on myself, but I don't want this person to get ahead of me. So even though I can call him or her or this particular person to help them, I'm not going to do that, because I'm gonna put myself out there first, see what that person or those people have to offer me, and then I'll give this particular family member or friend the leftovers after I get my feet in the game first. A lot of people have this mentality, and they always hold back what it is they feel would help someone to grow, to become rich, to become successful, to become known, or whatever. So I want you all to know that if you have this insecurity issue within you where you feel like you got to hold people back, or you have to withhold information because you don't want them to get the knowledge of someone that can actually help them or someone that can actually promote them, you will only get so far having this mentality. Always remember, people, that you reap what you sow. And so when you put this bad energy out, when you operate in this spirit, there will come a time that you are going to need someone to put in a good word for you. You are going to need someone to make a phone call for you. You may need someone to vouch for you and say, I think you should hire her. I think you should hire him. I think you should consider this person. You know what? I worked with this person back in the day. You know what? I've been friends with this person for like 10 years. I've watched them from the beginning start this business. I've watched them from the beginning work on this product. I've watched them from the beginning operate in this particular talent. So I think when you are looking for people to promote or to hire or to advertise with your business, you should consider this person. See, when you put that energy out, then you never know in the future if it will come back and meet you at your doorstep. But when you gatekeep information because you think it's all about you, you feel like resources that are available, people and connections that are out here, you feel that it's all about you. And because of you thinking that the world revolves around you, you don't want to put this information out or help another brother or sister. You feel like that's going to stop them, or that's going to put them in a position where it's going to take them longer. Always look at yourself, because you know where you've been, but you don't know where you're going. So I wanted to stop in and tell you all this, because a lot of people, I'm not going to even make it a black thing. It happens with women, it happens with men, it happens with people in the body of Christ, it happens with family members. And sometimes the race is something that we need to talk about. Sometimes it's white people doing it because they don't want black people to become successful, and they are looking at their background, things of that nature. But in a lot of cases, it's just certain people that'll do it, period, and they don't care about your race. Some people just want to gatekeep information just because they don't want you to grow. They already know that they're up against other competition out here, but to be up against competition with a family member or with a friend or with someone they are closely associated or acquainted with, they don't want that to happen. So they won't talk to you about certain things. They won't show a lot of interest in what you're telling them you want to do, or sharing with them where you want to go. They'll be real tight-lipped about it. And it's just a very sad and unfortunate thing, because a lot of times when we do have a great vision or we have a great idea, we will sometimes look at the people who are around us, especially if we know that that person does have connections, or we've seen that person plan something and it has become very successful. Sometimes we will automatically look at them as the go-to person to put in that good word for us. But when we see that they are not putting the good word in, and we see that they are not vouching for us, it opens up a door of so many other thoughts you will have towards that person. And this, my friends, is when you start to see tension come in the inner workings of your relationships and the connections you have with family members, because it's always certain people that want to gatekeep. You can ask them something simple, like, even let's take it to style. You can ask somebody, where did you get that from? Who is your stylist? Who does your hair? Who does your makeup? Stuff like that. And they won't tell you the truth. They will not tell you the truth about who did their hair, where they shop at, or who made something. They want to hide the individual that styles them. They want to hide the person that cuts their hair. They want to hide the person that does their hair. They want to hide the person that does their makeup. They want to keep to themselves the person that hired them at a particular job, or the person that put in a good word for them, and that was how they got that loan. That was how they got that favor. That was how they were able to travel to this particular place. A lot of people, they want to keep these people a secret. They want to hide these people from you. But if you have discernment, with a lot of these people who do this, you already know that they are gatekeeping it. You can already tell when someone does not really want to help you to get from point A to point B quicker than them, or at all. You can already tell when they don't really want to just put in that good word for you. So now you won't be delayed for the next 5 or 6, 8 months or a year. You can already tell when they just sit back and they're like, I'm not going to tell him or her that, just like I had to work hard to find this person, and I had to put the work in, and I had to take my humps, and I had to wait for 2, 3, 4 years. They're going to have to do the same thing I did. Some people also, what they do, guys, is that they feel like all the blood, sweat, and tears that they experience on getting to the top, or all of the waiting that they have done in order to get that particular job or connect with a particular person, they want you to experience that exact same thing. When, if you are really just look at it overall, the people who have already experienced a lot of setbacks, a lot of delays, a lot of opportunities being stolen from them, a lot of doors doors being closed, what you guys got to understand is that if now they are out of the situation and it has worked for them and they are already established in a certain business or doing particular things, then they should want it to be easier for you, because you don't have to go through all of the things and the trial and error that they had to go through. You don't have to go through the trials and tribulations that they went through, because they tell you, you know what, I'm gonna give you the number to this particular person. I'm gonna help you with this particular thing because I know what it's like to have a setback. I know what it's like to be delayed. I know what it's like to have people shut the door in your face. I know what it's like to have opportunities stolen from you. So I don't even want you to experience that. So here's so-and-so number. Call him, tell him that you know me, call her, let her know you're my cousin, let her know you're my BFF, and watch how quickly you are going to go from point A to point B, because I know this person and I have a good rapport with them. A lot of people now, guys, they don't do this. They don't do this. They want to control the outcome of another person's success. Now, above all of this, you all already know that the hand of God being on you, nobody can stop you. You already know this, but I am a firm believer in the fact that when certain things happen to us in life, sometimes God will allow it to happen, and he will allow certain people and certain things to be exposed so we could see how they operate, and so we can see how they feel about us. And so when we see these things, it's not for us to be in denial about it, it's for us to act accordingly. Okay, you act accordingly, and then you kind of know, well, you know what, I don't necessarily have to go through this person. Because let me explain something also to you all. Just because somebody has a certain connection or they know certain people and certain information is really not that hard to find. It's really not. You just have to know who to call. You have to know where to go. You have to know how to do your own research. You got to know that you have to be bold enough to step out there and put yourself out there in order to ask certain questions so you can get a certain opportunity, or you get known for what it is you're doing, or you're trying to sell, or you're trying to advertise or present to people, period. Not just an audience on the internet, but in your real everyday life. And so I just wanted to kind of encourage you all, but also let you all know, because some of you all, you may operate like this, where you want to gatekeep certain things from people who are close to you. It may not be jealousy necessarily, but it may just be, well, if you give this person information excuse me, or a connection, you may feel like that person is going to forget about you. You may feel like, well, this person is not going to give me credit. So if I give them this person's name, if I introduce them to this particular person, once they get put on, they're going to forget about me. They're not going to acknowledge the fact that had I not introduced them to that person, or had I not gave them that person's name or number, then they wouldn't even be where they are. A lot of people out here, they always want to be acknowledged for what it is that they do. But the reality is that things that you out here, things that you're out here doing for people, and connections that you have, and you're putting other people on, and all of the help and the support that you give, and the loyalty that you share with certain people, I'm going to tell you all, I'm going to break some hearts. You're not always going to be acknowledged for it. You're not always going to be given flowers. You are not always going to be celebrated for what it is that you're doing for other people. You will continuously be overlooked, be minimized, be undermined, and people will act like they have amnesia as far as what it is you've done for them. So always prepare yourself for that. Prepare yourself for the fact that you're not always going to get your flowers. You're not always going to get them. And see, that's okay, because as time goes on, who you are, I know some of you all, you don't believe it, but as time goes on, who you are is going to always show. It's always going to precede you as far as rooms that you walk in and new people that you meet and people that come into your life and they have access to you, deserved access, I should say. People will already see, like, you know what, I like the way he moves, I like the way she moves, I see her character, I see his attitude, I love her spirit, I love his spirit. But we do live in a world now where people say give people their flowers while they are living and breathing, and I'm not against it. You should definitely acknowledge people and honor people and let people know I love you and I love how you support me, I love what it is you're doing, I see you, I see you, I see the work that you're putting out, I see how skilled and how talented and creative you are. But on the other end, you also, in that same intensity, need to prepare your spirit and your heart and your mind for the fact that you can do all these beautiful, great things and a word will not be said to you. You will not be acknowledged. You will not be celebrated. People will not clap for you. And you got to be okay with that. You still got to know who you are and operate in excellence. That's the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.